What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. And Floyd Mayweather endorsed Errol Spence and Terence Crawford as the next big fight in boxing. You know, potentially a super pay-per-view fight. I linked that interview he did with Ben Thompson in Fight Hype in the description, so you know it's true. But I want you guys to do me a favor. I rarely ask you guys to subscribe to this channel. Very, very rare, you know. I want you guys to go subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. As it said, CBT, Colossal Boxing Talk. My man's almost to 1,000 subscribers. I used to do videos over there. And, you know, Real Trill Boxing Talk over there for real. And Trap House Boxing as well. Y'all go over there, subscribe to my homie as well. He almost at 1,000. So let's get those two channels to 1,000. I definitely appreciate it. Tell the next person and the next person. Share their content. If you like my content, I'm pretty sure you're going to love theirs as well. But yeah, Floyd Mayweather did endorse both of these guys. It's a super fight. He's in this short interview he did with Ben Thompson. In this clip, I linked in the description, like I said. He said that, you know, he been there with Errol, and he know Errol got it. And it was rumors that him and Errol squared off in sparring. I forgot which fight it was before. Errol blacked his eye and gave him work. And allegedly, Floyd kicked him out the gym. They talked him into bringing him back in the gym. And since then, they've been best boys. You know, he tried to sign Errol, I'm pretty sure. He tried to replace him he tried to replace Adrian Broder as his little brother Errol Spence. And he said Spence got it. He says, I ain't gotta be in the ring with Terence Crawford to know he got it. He said that's a good fight. And he says, contrary to Bo-Mac, Brian McIntyre beliefs that Keith Thurman is a tougher fight for Errol Spence, he said that's hogwash. He said Keith Thurman can box too, but he said Errol Spence is a different breed. Pretty much, I'm paraphrasing there. And I believe him. He said down the line it could be a big fight. My thing on this is, you know, a lot of people say down the line could be a big fight, this and that. A lot of people in boxing, and Floyd Mayweather knows this from experience, you know, love to build fights up. You know, they love to wait down the line. But guess what? Tomorrow not promised, man. You know, in boxing, one punch can change a guy's career or, you know, anything. You know, RIP to Omar Henry, you know. Everybody thought he was going to be a Cotto clone, the next big thing, you know. And he ended up dying from a disease like that very, very young. You know, everybody just thinks, oh, this fight can be built up. You know, right now, you know, Floyd got to remember that, you know, he was fighting good competition. You know, from moving up to 30, 35, 40 to 47. You know, that was 4 weight classes. You know, then moving to Oscar De La Hoya at 154 made 5. You know, Crawford has moved up 2. Errol Spence hasn't moved up 1 yet. And I understand that he's still young. He turned pro. He started boxing late. He turned pro a little bit later in his career. Like a lot of the European fighters, he wanted to try his hand at they're trying to be an Olympic gold medalist. It didn't work out. But I think these fights are what's gonna make them stars. They're always gonna be dangerous opponents in boxing. You know, they want to wait and build the fight up, cool. But do I think this is going to be a multi, you know, $20, $30, $50 million fight for them guys apiece, $25 million? No, you can't just fight twice a year and fight a scrub every 2 years in there, and then next year fight a good fighter, and the next 2 fight scrubs and expect to be built up. You know, a lot of these guys haven't been brought up right. You know, you got to fight, you know, for people to get, you know, familiar with you, you got to fight on a regular basis on accessible TV. Not fight once in January, then I'm fighting until fucking, you know, August, and that's it. You got to consistently fight on a regular basis to start getting that notoriety, and boxing fans become synonymous, your name becomes synonymous with boxing. You know, it's just the way it's got to be. These guys fighting Jeff Horn and Carlos Ocampo, Lamont Peterson, Derry John, Hank Lundy, Thomas Delorme, Philo Greco, Chris Algieri. I mean, that don't move anybody. You know, they could wait and build this fight up, but what are you gonna build it on? If you ain't fighting Danny Garcia, you ain't fighting Sean Porter, you can't get Keith Thurman. What are you building on? How can this become a big fight without fighting other big fights, without fighting, you know, big name fights? How can you build it up if those guys don't want to mix it up? You can't. You can't. They can sit and wait all day, wait for this to come a big fight. But without big fights building up to this fight, it's not going to happen. It's a good regular pay-per-view. I mean, regular Showtime, HBO, ESPN fight. I'm just being dead honest. I mean, you can wait 2-3 years down the line. Who knows if Errol Spence still can make the weight? Who knows if Terence Crawford is still going to be undefeated? Who knows if, who knows? I'm tired of this Floyd Mayweather shit out. Wait till the right time and then fight the motherfucker. Fight the motherfucker right now. Fight him right now. People say, well, you're not in the ring and this fight got to be built up. Built on what? What is it going to be built on? Hopes and wishes and dreams? No, because if you ain't going to fight, then, all right, say Errol take Keith and he takes Sean Porter and Terence Crawford takes Danny Garcia and hypothetically, let's say Adrian Broner beats Jesse Vargas. He takes Adrian Broner in the next couple fights. Yeah, then it get people buzzing. But these guys, and these new guys in boxing don't know how to build a fighter up. You can't have these dudes fight once or twice a year and expect, oh, they're gonna blow up. No, it takes time. People gotta get familiar with them. Showcase them on the same card. But it is what it is. Floyd is right. This is a big fight. It's a fight that I want to see. Now I'm tired of waiting for shit in boxing. You don't wait for shit else in another sport. You don't wait. Oh, you know what? The Golden State Warriors got to wait to play Cleveland. Into Cleveland, it's right for Cleveland to play. You don't get that shit. Oh, the Super Bowl, they got to wait till Carson Wentz, knee heal up before they can play the Super Bowl. Get the fuck out. You don't see that. And I understand comparing team sports to a solo sport, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to make it happen. Even in team sport, at one point they play competitive games. In boxing, it got to be competitive at some point. They got to fight guys that are thorough and that have a good reputation. And Floyd could be right if it's built up, right? But what has he built up other than himself? What fighter has he built up to be a pay-per-view fighter? What fighter has Al Heyman built up other than Floyd Mayweather that's a pay-per-view fighter? Oscar De La Hoya other than Canelo? Bob Arum of lately, who? Other than Pacquiao, who's his pay-per-view star? Now, if you understand what I'm getting at now you feel what I'm saying. There's no pay-per-view stars right now other than Canelo Alvarez in America, North America. There's none. Because these new dudes don't know how to build up boxing. And if Floyd know how to do it and he talks so good, do it with another fighter. We know you did it, but do it with Tank. Do it with Do Jack. Show me a fighter that you can do it with. Show me you can build these guys up to a pay-per-view fight. Please tell me. I'm just being honest. Yes, it has the potential to be a big, big fight if you can get casual fans to get behind these guys. It's a big fight for me right now. Would I pay $60, $70 to see this fight? Absolutely. And I'm very, very frugal when it comes to boxing pay-per-views. It's a fight that I pay to see. If they want to pay for Keith or Errol, I pay for it. But it's not me that you guys have to concern about paying my dollar. It's not. It's not us. It's not the LDBC. It's not the YTBC. It's not the hardcore boxing fans. It's not the Pierce boxing fans. It's not the Dan Rayfields. It's not the Teddy Atlases. It's not them. It's the casual fan that you have to catch their attention to get their dollar matters more. Because there's more casual fans than hardcore purists, new media, old media. Those are the guys you have to target to get the money. And do all of them know who Terence and Errol Spence is? Fuck no. People are learning. But there's no big true boxing pay-per-view star other than Canelo Alvarez right now. Yes, it has the ability to be a big fight, but I'm tired of talking about building fights. You have to build on something to get there, and you might have to just prematurely make this fight happen to get there. But it is what it is, man. I agree with Floyd. This is a good fight. You don't have to, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know both of these guys got it. They do. It's no joke. I dropped the pound for pound list today. I got them both 1 and 2. If you don't like Errol Spence being number 2, well, I don't give a fuck. I put him there. It's my opinion. I seen Linares and niggas pound for pound list. Who the fuck is he beat? Kovalev, best win 50-year-old Bernard Hopkins. So you can tear down anybody's pound for pound list in this era right now. It's so much up in the air. There's so much uncertainty because these guys, they ain't fighting top fighters. They ain't fighting the top fighters because of the business side of it, or most guys trying to build a pay-per-view up. But I agree with Floyd. This is the fight, that I want to see. Probably more than others. Any other, in my opinion, right now. This is a hell of a fight. Both guys have the mentality. If it was up to both guys, they'd probably fight tomorrow.
But we're going to have to hold our breath and wait and see. I'm tired of holding my breath waiting and seeing for fights. So many fights, oh, wait till it build up. Man, well, I mean, shit. How much longer I got to wait to see Joshua Wilder? You know, I got to see Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Crawford and Errol Spence. Goddamn, I'm going to be 70 years old before